that I've got my red pants on to match with the chakra for today. the color that's associated with the root chakra is red. So welcome, let's lay down, or let's come into a child's pose to begin. So we'll take our knees open a little wider than our hips, and we'll come forward and rest the forehead on the floor. If this feels too deep for you, you could take a block underneath your head here and just kind of rest on that, and that is fine. While you rest in this child's pose position, let's talk a little bit about the different principles that the root chakra has within it. So sometimes we have too much of an energy in our body, or we have too little. And our goal is to become balanced. And hopefully with our yoga practice today, that's what we will feel. So if you have too much energy in your root chakra, it's associated with the earth chakra, grounding. So you might feel a little bit of heaviness, sluggishness, resistance to change, greediness, you work too much, excessive spending. Those things might be out of balance. Then let's say on the reverse, on the flip, if you have too little energy in the root chakra, you might have fear, anxiety, resistance to change. You might be have a disconnection from your body, restlessness, inability to sit still. Some of these things might exist if you are out of balance. So when we are balanced, we want, let's see, Francesca's asking if this is a 45-minute class, Francesca. So we will finish at, let's see, 8:45 for me. I don't know what time it is for you. 45-minute class. Okay. So if we are balanced in our chakra, this is how we'll feel. Grounded. We'll feel good physical health. We'll be comfortable in our body, a sense of safety and security, stability, prosperity. These are wonderful words, right? And some presence in the here and now. So that's what we'll try to achieve with our root chakra today. All right, now from your child's pose, lift up onto your hands and feet, come to a downward facing dog. And let's bring our feet together to touch in downward facing dog. This is not usually what we do, but we might be able to feel the energy in the root chakra here with our feet together. So your feet are together. Notice the pelvic floor of your body. Feel a lift and a little hum of energy in that pelvic floor. That is a placement of the root chakra. It's right at the base of the spine. So a lot of times people associate it with the pelvic floor. So we might be able to feel just a little energetic lift right there. Good. Now take your feet out to hip width distance like we normally have them in a down dog. And see if you can still feel that lift. It's a little different, right? The energy changed a little bit, but see if you can still feel that lifting there. Good. Now drop your knees down to the floor. Keep your toes bent there on the mat and just feel that lift in the pelvic floor. And then reach the hips back up and see if you can still feel that lift. Let's do that a couple times. We're just building our energy right at the root. Drop your knees down. Just a little touch there. Keep lifting, keep noticing the region right around the tailbone, and then lift back up again. One more time. Drop it down, drop the knees down, and bring them back up. Good, good, nice. Now, to change position, let's come to our back. So once more, we'll drop our knees down. This time we're just swinging our body around onto the back. We're going to still kind of focus right on that base of the spine with some lifting, almost like we're doing a bridge pose, but a squeeze and a lift through that chakra area. See if we can really hold the energy in for just a moment. So with our hands by our sides, feet on the floor, knees bent, we're going to press up through that hip area, through the pelvic floor. So lift and squeeze. And as you feel your pelvis lift, feel your buttock squeeze, feel that the lower abdominal wall engage, and feel that pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, come on down. A little bit of release there as we just rest our body. Let's do that a couple more times. Really hold that energy in. Inhale, lift up. Press, squeeze. Feel that energy engage. Exhale, lower back down. Good. How about 2 more times? Inhale, lift up. Squeeze. Feel that engagement. Exhale, lower back down. Should feel like so much energy is just coming from that base. Last time, inhale, lift it up. Engage, very nice. Exhale, come back down. Good, very good. Pull your knees into your center just to release the back a little bit. Good, we can still feel that energy. Nice. And now let's shift to sit so we can roll through our body and just lift up to sit in a comfortable crisscross position. Even here, we can still feel that base. If it's uncomfortable to be in crisscross, grab a block, grab a blanket, grab a pillow. You can just put it underneath you there. Now hands to the ground, and we'll just roll back and forth from side to side, just a little bit. The earth element is important when we do our root chakra. That's what it's associated with. It's our foundation, it's our base. So we're just taking a little bit of the energy from the earth and bringing it into our hands, into our fingers. You can feel the friction, right? As you rub your hands along the floor or your mat or whatever is beneath you. Good. Now take your hands and bring them together at the center of your heart. And just imagine a lot of energy right there, right in between your palms. You might close your eyes for a moment and visualize the color red, the color of our chakra. Then start to gently lift your hands up. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Lift your hands up to the sky, keeping the palms together, and then pull them back down. This is just all energy work before we even really start our asanas. Lift the arms up on an inhale here, and exhale, bring them back down. Once more, inhale, lift them up. Energy right between your hands. Exhale, bring it down. Release your hands to the mat and just fold forward and rub those hands down the mat, down the floor. So bringing that energy from the body back into the ground as we just get closer to the ground in this forward fold. Nice. Good. Lift yourself up, and hopefully we can keep this energy engaged and grounded and centered as we do our asana, move through our asana practice. So let's get to our feet. Just stand yourself up, shifting our focus from our seated, our floor, pelvic floor area to the feet, which is going to be our new root, right? Now our feet are on the ground. So lift your toes and then press each toe down one at a time if you can. Sometimes those toes in the middle just flop down altogether, but see if you can get them to bring, feel that establishment on the ground. We'll let our shoulders roll back and have our arms just by our sides. Close your eyes for a moment and feel your toes just moving on the floor. I'm not lifting my toes, but I'm just kind of wiggling the joints on the floor. And maybe you'll sway a little bit from side to side or back and forth, or just kind of circling around, feeling that all the pressure points, the big toe, the little toe, the heel, that energy now comes from our standing base. Then just let that energy travel up your body. So it starts at the ankles, moves up to the calves, the knees, the quadriceps, the hips, the abdominals, all the way up to the shoulders. And the shoulders roll back. And we're ready to open our eyes. We feel grounded, we feel balanced, and we can begin Surya Namaskara A little different for our root chakra. So I'll turn to my side, you can follow along. Take a breath, reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold down to the mat, down as far as you can go. This is Uttanasana, and even in this Uttanasana, we want to feel our weight toward our toes, not just on the heels, so don't lose track of those pressure points. Bring your hands this first time up to your shins. Press into the legs and just keep feeling that energy from the floor in the feet. Then let's step the right foot back down to back down. So all the way, almost all the way, keeping your knee lifted. Now, if this is too intense here with the hands on the ground, you can drop your knee and you can come here, and that's fine too. We're just going to take a breath right here in this low lunge position, whatever you choose. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now shift your root. Hands down to the mat if they're not already. Step your left foot back and into downward facing dog. Press those heels toward the mat. Feel lifted through the pelvic floor just like we started. Good. Now coming the other way, bring your right foot forward. So now our left foot is back. And we're in that low lunge position. Remember, an option to drop the knee to the floor and lift the hands to the knee, and that's fine. So you might be here, you might be on that knee, feeling that press, but kind of reaching downward toward the mat. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's step together, both feet together, and into your forward bend, back to that Uttanasana where we kind of started this whole sequence. Reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Arms back by your sides. Good, good. Let's take it again. This time we'll lead with our left foot. So here we go. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, hands to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back to that wide lunge, as low as you can get if your hands are on the ground. Again, drop the knee, come here if it's too much, right? Perfectly fine. Find your position. Nice job. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's step our right foot back and we're in downward facing dog. Heels drop toward the mat. Lots of lift through the center of our body. Maybe engage that pelvic floor. It's also called Muladhara. Good. Now, step the left foot forward. Inhale, left foot forward. We're in our low lunge. Feel free to drop the knee, raise the hands. Options are good, right? Just pressing down, but also starting to engage a little bit through our hips here. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Step the right foot forward. Nice big step forward. And fold yourself down. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release, arms by our sides. Good. Now let's do it again. We'll do it a little more fluid, so we'll move with one movement per breath. Same pattern though. Follow along. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Good. Inhale, left foot steps back into your down dog. Exhale, press the heels down to the floor. Inhale, right foot steps forward, lunge. Exhale, step the left foot forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine a little bit. Exhale, fold deeply down into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. One more time, we're going to lead left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps way back. Good. Inhale, right foot joins. We're in downward dog. As we exhale, drop the heels downward. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Inhale, left foot forward. Nice slow lunge. Exhale. Good. Now inhale, step the right foot forward. And exhale, fold down into your forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale. Good. Nicely done. Very good. Let's bring ourselves down close to the floor. Grab a block. You might need it. Just have it close by. We might want it, so we're going to have it close. Take your feet a little wider than your hips and sit down into Muladhara. So here's where we might utilize the block. We might place the block down behind us and just sit on it. That might be a nice kind of balance for you. You're still in the pose, but you have something to rest upon. Otherwise, if it feels okay, this is where we're going to stay. Good. Now, we might think of this pose like a hip opener, so that's more into the sacral chakra. It's very hard to do yoga for just one thing at a time, but let's focus on that pelvic floor. The tailbone is pointed straight down to the mat. So we're really opening up that space there as well, not just the hips. Now let's lift and lower back down. Nice and smooth as best as we can with our breath. Here we go. Inhale, lift it up. Reach your energy up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, come back down. If you had the block, you might just end here halfway. So I'm showing you another option. Some of you might be going down all the way. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend it down. This time I'll go all the way to show you. Good. Let's just do it once more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come back down. Nicely done. Nicely done. Take your hands to the floor and turn your toes back to parallel. So our toes are facing the camera or facing whatever direction on the top of our mat. And you have your block close by. If you need to, you can place your hands on your block and let yourself fold forward. If you don't need that variation, you might wrap your index finger and thumb around your big toes. Then take a breath wherever we are. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold back down. Maybe you're pulling your body toward your legs, using your arms, using your biceps. And again, feel the weight of the feet on the floor. We're back to those feet again. We didn't lose that position there, that focus. Good. Lengthen once more. Inhale. Let's bend our knees and take our hands under our feet. See if we can straighten out our knees a little bit, and we feel those backs of the legs. Maybe you're keeping your knees bent. That's fine. It's definitely fine. Do what you can do. Either way, our feet are pressing down and we can feel those pressure points. Big toe, little toe, heel. Good. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands away from your feet or away from the block. Bring them to the waist, and let's lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and keep lifting up. Inhale. We just do it slow so we don't get a head rush. Exhale, step together. Nicely done. Very good. Grab both of your blocks. And let's turn so our right foot is forward. We're all facing different directions. Right foot forward and left foot back. Whatever that position looks like in your space. Then take those blocks down to the mat. So blocks have all these different heights. Let me scoot back so you can see all these different heights. Here I'm showing them on the top height. You can lower them down to the long edge or even to the flat, big side. Some of you may not need them at all, and then your hands are on the ground. So let's find our position. Good. Now again, pay attention to what is on the floor. Those feet are on the floor. Your blocks are on the floor and your hands are on the blocks. How is this supporting you from the ground up? Where do you feel the energy radiating from? Is it from the ground? Is it from your feet? Everybody might have a different kind of answer. Just pay attention to what you feel. I like to think of this as reaching to the floor, but the energy lifts upward. We'll feel that really nicely in our next pose. So let's just take one more breath right here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring your hands to your waist. Lift up your torso and then turn just slightly. So our right toe is still facing forward, but the left foot opens a little bit, so that opens up our hips. Extend that right arm, drop your left hand down, and let's just do an upward bend, just because we've been folding forward a lot. So it might feel nice to give some length to our side body. So that right side is getting a nice length. Good. Now reach your right hand down towards your leg. You've still got your blocks close by, so you might scoot a block right by your big toe there. And then that left arm can be up in the air. We're in Trikonasana. If it's too much energy to have the left hand upward, you can certainly place it on your hip. So what I love about this pose, like I was alluding to, we've got our hand on the ground reaching down, but yet our chest reaches upward, our arm or our shoulder reaches upward. So we're taking the foundation, that base, that grounded sensation, but we're lifting from it. It's balanced. It's not putting too much energy down or too much energy up. We've got it all across our body. So it's a beautiful sensation. Very nice. Good. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. Turn your toes so that they're facing each other. I just scooted my block with it. The block might come to the middle of your space. Take your hands to your hips. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Inhale, look up first. Exhale, fold down. You can grab your block, adjust the height, whatever you need to do, or not at all. Let's just fold forward. You know you, so do what you can. We can feel the backs of the legs here. This is very much getting into the sacral chakra as well, but it's grounded. Feet and hands on the floor. We're pretty stable here as we enjoy a nice lengthening of the spine. Good, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press into the mat, lengthen our spine. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. And we'll turn our body so our left foot is forward. So I'm just adjusting because of the way I've positioned myself, but you may have to shift your feet, switch your feet. Your left foot forward. Our hips square, our hips nicely forward as well. And we'll take our blocks down by that left foot. So we're doing the opposite side of our pyramid pose here, using our blocks to help so that we can keep a nice straight knee and we get a hamstring stretch, as well as feeling very grounded and supported with our hands on the floor or on the blocks. Adjust them however you need them. Good. Now let's just relax our neck. Take your gaze back toward that right foot there, so we're not putting any strain in the neck. And we're just breathing and feeling where the energy is coming from. Everybody's going to feel it in a different way. Just discover what the energy has in store for you. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Lift up, inhale, bring your hands to your waist, and we'll turn our feet once more, just a little bit. Left foot is still forward, right foot opens up so that we have open hips. Extend your arms, inhale. Drop your right hand down and shift that left arm back. A standing tall pose just to give us a little bit of balance, to feel that whole side body nice and long. Good. Beautiful. Lift up. Take your left hand down. Use your blocks as needed. You might shift it toward your foot somewhere. Adjust to the height and then extend your arm. That right arm is now in the sky, or maybe your hand is on your hip. And again, we can feel where the energy is coming from. We reach down, so we're trying to be grounded, trying to be stable, but also there's energy lifting up. This is a beautifully balanced pose. Good. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lift up. Nice job. Bring your feet together. You can just leave the blocks where they stand for a moment, and we'll work on standing balance, Vrikasana. We couldn't talk about the root chakra without trying a standing balance. So let's shift to our right foot, and we'll bring our left foot up that leg. Place the foot. Feel open, but think about this right hip. Think about how it needs to lift. Then travel your energy down your leg to your ankle, to your feet, those toes that are hopefully still spread nice and wide. There's our firm foundation in our balance. If you want more challenge, you can reach your arms to the sky. If you want a lot of challenge, you can close your eyes. I will not be closing my eyes. That's hard. You take it for what you can. Good. Let's take one more breath right here. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Bring your hands together if they're up. Bring your foot down. Good. Let's shift to our other side. Right leg travels up the left. Try to make it the same height. If you're having balance issues today, feel free to drop your foot. I should have said that on the other side. This side is harder for me, full disclosure. Energy lifts into that hip, and then travel the energy down. Feel your ankle, feel your toes, feel that foot, feel your base. If you want to reach your arms upward, you can. Nice. Thanks for the hearts of encouragement on my hard side here. Good. Nicely done. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Close your eyes if you want. I forgot to say that. Then bring it back. Woo. And set it down. Nicely done. Beautiful. Let's breathe. We'll just do a traditional Surya Namaskara A. Get ourselves to the floor. So if you've got your blocks in your way, shift them out. Let's take this last vinyasa together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sigh out your mouth. All the way down. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back to a plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Once more like that. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Bend your knees down to the mat. Swing yourself around to sit. Good. We're going to sit in Baddha Konasana so that we can get to our feet. So if this is a hard position for you because of tightness in your legs, in your hips mostly, you can place your blocks underneath to kind of give you support. And that works really well. I hope that you can get to your feet. We're going to massage our feet. Our feet have been working hard. We've been putting some focus on our feet and on our root, on our base. So now we'll just give them a little bit of love. Let's scoot those out a little bit. You can rub into the ankles. Definitely the bottom of the feet, that fascia that's there on the arch. You might enjoy rubbing your toes and kind of putting your fingers between your toes, the top of the foot. Our feet work hard for us and we don't always give them the love that they deserve. Good. Good, very nice. Now either grab your ankles, grab your feet, hold on somewhere. Let's take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward in our Baddha Konasana. Those of you who are extra bendy might be able to touch your nose right down to those toes. Either way, we're all going to breathe. We're all going to feel this beautiful length and opening up of the hips. Good. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. Exhale, roll onto your back. In our last few minutes before our Shavasana, let's just make sure that we feel grounded through our spine. So we're going to pull our knees to our chest and just gently circle those hips around. Go all direction, any direction, whatever feels good for you. We are moving toward the earth. Going to become one with the earth in a Shavasana, which means corpse pose. So really connecting and letting our energy connect with the energy of the ground. Good. Release your left leg. Let's just roll our right side for a moment. Trying to work out any last kinks that might be in our body, so letting them all go. Good, then take your left hand on that right knee and pull to the side into a twist. You can extend out your right arm on the mat. You can send your gaze over to that side. Just feel the parts of the body that are connecting to the floor. And maybe this time our breath is more about release, letting go of tension, letting go of too much energy. We're moving toward rest. That's our next form of energy, is a peaceful, restful energy. Good. Bring your right leg back to the center and set it down. Pull your left knee into the chest, and again, just move it around. Work those kinks out. Maybe it feels good just to hold still, and that's okay too. I just offer suggestions to help the body release. You do what you know is best for you. Good. Then use your right hand to pull that left leg over. Extend out your left arm. Turn your gaze over your left hand there. And feel that low back release, the hip release. Maybe it's the shoulder or the neck, even the chest. There are all areas of our body that we can just breathe out and feel release. That's our goal, letting go. Easing tension, easing strain. Good. Come back into the center, pull your knees into your chest once more, and just lift your head. Feel everything squeeze right through the center. Find your Muladhara again. Feel lifted at the pelvic floor. One more energy pull right into that root chakra. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale, let it go. One leg to each edge of your mat, arms by your sides, resting on your space. Get comfortable with whatever props you have around you, or blankets or anything. This is your time to just sink into the ground. Take in that energy from our Mother Earth. I will leave you here to rest for a few moments. I'll wake you up with the sound of the root chakra. So enjoy your rest first, and then I will wake you in a moment. Let that tone sink into your body. And then just start gently to move. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Point and flex your feet. Stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through your entire body. And then just roll to one side, still connecting to the earth, maybe resting your head on your hands or on your bicep. Good. And then press up to a comfortable seated position and bring our hands to heart center. I'll leave you with this quote by Walt Whitman about the earth and being balanced. He said, "The earth remains jagged and broken only to him or her who remains jagged and broken. The earth shall surely be complete to him or her who shall be complete." Thank you for your practice today. Namaste.